Speaking of travel, let's check in on some of the EV makers. Tesla shares riding higher today after data from the Chinese Passenger Car Association showed that Tesla sold over 84,000 EVs throughout China in August. That marks a 9.3% increase from a year ago. Sales of Tesla's China-made Model 3 and Model Y cars rose over 30% from a month earlier. So, this is good news for Tesla, especially considering how much competition is in China that's leading to the pricing wars that we're seeing across the sector. Last week, we saw Tesla once again cut their prices for its Model S and Model X in both the U.S. and China. We'll see how that impacts demand and margins moving forward. But so far, it seems to be so good.
Yeah, and I think the sentiment here, at least more broadly speaking from the street, has been that they're willing to sacrifice some of the pressure that we're seeing on margins, at least in the short term, in order to kind of gain that sale picture, expand the market base, or really, I guess, in this instance, defend their market share, because we know that's such a critical issue here for Tesla, not only in China, but also obviously what's going on here in the U.S. But when you take a look at these sales numbers across the board that we've seen over the last couple of days, Li Auto, a huge competitor to Tesla, the domestic competitor there in China, they delivered nearly 35,000 cars in August, up 663% from a year ago. So that massive jump just really speaks to the fact that Tesla under even more pressure from some of these domestic players. And as they continue to increase their deliveries, as we've seen over the last several months, obviously Tesla needs to do something in order to boost future sales. And they've turned to price cuts. So we'll see whether or not any more are on top, because I think they've already changed the price of some of their models 6 or 7 times.
7 times
Since the start of the year in China and in the U.S. too.